Hello to all my passionate Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine. Okay. What is in the masculine's heart space for the divine feminine? What is in the masculine's heart space for these divine feminines? Okay. Oh, wow. Masculine has a lot. Okay. What comes to their mind when they think of the divine feminine? What comes to this masculine's mind when they think of the divine feminine? Okay. Ooh, it's been a lot. Wishing. What else? Just say masculine. Want to say anything else? Is there anything else to say? But they're disrupted. Okay. Okay. Oh, there was something else that they wanted to say. They were holding back a little bit. Okay, we're gonna draw more cards. We'll see. Okay. Okay. So masculine's just thinking about you, like thinking about possible future or better times. I get, because when I hear this memories, I don't think it's necessarily always as has carried on, has happened in the past and recent past, but this could also be creating those memories as well, of love, of better times, of sharing a future with you, sharing, they're just in an emotional state when it comes to you. Sharing life with you, those good moments and blissful moments as well. And as I'm kind of seeing here, some of them are just focused on you. These, as you can see, these three little cuppy little things, they're moving on, They're kind of just, and here masculine is with the passion, the flame, focused on you, and these are just kind of look like they're floating away, just sending out little ripples. But look, and look at this sacral energy. I'm taking this as passion. Let's see. I'm going to have to tap into this card a little more. What do you want to say? What is it about your sacral? What is it about this second chakra masculine that you want to say? What is it? What is it? I'm not able to get a lot of clarity here. This might be a masculine might be feeling a little like, how should I say this? A way of getting creative in the way of sexuality with you, family life with you, thinking about choices, and it's probably driven by when they think of these memories of you, the nostalgia, the emotional part of them, the way when they start to think of you emotionally. So I'm getting that their creative juices are getting activated and are starting to flow here in the way of creating things with you, even sexually, and really thinking about choices and getting creative here with it. This is, like I said, from the sacral energy, creating these things with you, maybe even fantasizing about you in a sexual way, even. Fantasizing about family life with you, creating the family life with you, creating the home with you. Because what I'm getting is, and I'm seeing this too, and it is your second chakra. It's about two people. This is what I'm getting here, is that masculine is really thinking about you too in intimate, intimate sense. What's going on this week? So that's a possibility for your masculine. You know, and really focused on that this week, and it makes sense. And you know, the foundation, the family. This is what they feel. This is what's in their heart about you. You, the two of you, you know, celebrating the coming together. You know, two becoming one. You know, the four wands, you know, your emotions, your finances, your spirit connection, your mental connections, communicating with, you know, and working with the ethers, the higher ups even. You know, all of your wands in place and being able to put it together. They have this solid foundation together. The two becoming, you know, two building four together, two becoming one. Putting your, you know, your foundations together, having that solid foundation. It's an achievement in his mind. It's a goal for masculine. And I do say he or she just for ease of reading, for those of you that are new to watching. So apply the titles as it fits your situation. But this masculine sees you as the goal. As I stated, you are goals to masculine. You see this? This is what is in masculine's heart. This is, and if they could tell you, if they haven't, this is what they hold on to. You know, it has been some disruptions lately. Things that has had masculine bound up, that I'm getting masculine has been silent and kind of kept in the dark, but there's illumination around masculine right now. This is something that divine is going to have to help them out of, and help them to put themselves together and bring them back to center. This person is very distorted and not centered. But spirit is there with them, and that's who they're having to basically rely on and figure things out with at this point. And it's not for you fire signs out here, you Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, to do right now. And I get there's a lot of here. I'm seeing some blue here, and I'm taking it kind of as emotion, and it looks like they're just really still and bound and not speaking, not even, they're guarded even. They're guarding this heart space right now. And maybe not even really wanting to let it in, you know, just feeling like they have to protect themselves and stay over here in this dark. So it's disturbing their flow and their manifestation, and these things I'm showing up in their 3D. But they're needing to go in. And this is why spirit is there. If you see, spirit is all around this. They're needing to go into this darker self, into the and do the shadow work. Look at themselves through that dark mirror that they're not wanting to face. They're in the darkness, but they need to go about it the right way. Go within. The darkness is the shadow self, and it is scary at times. Some of those things we don't want to face, but that's what they're needing to do. And they need to have trust in life. You know, look at this Ankh. They need to trust in life and know that life is there for them. You know, and I'm seeing how it sits on their heart space. You know, this is how they manifest into their lives. And they're having to really go into spirit and the ethers, you know, higher up, which is the, you know, the higher consciousness. And really just dig in, open that door to allow it in. And that's how they win in this battle that they're in. Because I'm getting right now, they're in they're in a spiritual battle right now. But spirit is with them, and they are being illuminated. They are, and they're riding towards victory. They just don't know it yet. They don't notice. They don't know that they're on a path particularly, but they are. So let's draw a few cards here. Let's see what we can see. Get some clarity for memories of love. Okay. Yeah, they have those memories, but they just feel like they were bound a little more. Let's draw a little more. Anything else for memories of love? They were feeling just kind of, what's the word? I want to say just, yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious here. Just feel like their hands were tied. I want to kind of go in deep. Feeling like their just hands were bound, you know, maybe even detached from it. Like they're so tired, like they cut themselves off even. And this is mental. This is mental because this is about mind over matter here with the symbols. This is about mind over matter. So this is just mentally feeling like they're tired. They're not truly bound. And they're really just, some of it is paranoia even. Okay? Let's see here, because you have the, okay, Pentacles. Okay, I want to sit with this for just a moment, Leo. Sagittarius, Aries. What needs to be said here? What needs to be said? This is, I get that this is perception. This is perception. 1, 2, 3. Feeling bound. Why do they feel bound? This is just their own, this is their own perception. And masculine has to free themselves up. They have to free themselves, and it's up to them to free themselves and to just enjoy. Let their, you know, take a lid off. That's what's wanting to be said. Like take, let's move this. They're having to lighten this situation themselves. You know, they're feeling, and they think of this with you, but they're just feeling so restricted, and it's all in their mind. And they're needing to just kind of enjoy, allow themselves to enjoy, allow themselves to see to just enjoy the fruit, basically. Just enjoy the fruit. And they're not doing that. It's almost like they feel like they have to be punished for enjoying themselves. I'm getting that about some of you masculines, that they're not. Okay, let's clear. What is the sacral shark card here? Okay. Little control here. Something that masculine is feeling tied to. And I'm getting this is having a lot to do with this sexual energy, is what I'm getting. This is the shadow side. For as much as masculine is thinking about these things with you, there's something here sexual that masculine is tied to, and maybe not even showing, because there's a lot of darkness here. And I'm just getting it is, and get this is a general reading, so take what resonates and throw out the rest. But and I'm seeing the pinnacle. It's like in their mind space a lot. Like they're tied into this, and I don't think that it's greed particularly, but this is something that has control of the masculine. This is the masculine's devil. And I'm getting that it's really a lot about sexual, on a sexual nature. And I don't know if this is something that masculine has has led on to. But there's, it could be greed, there could be greed, lust. all those, desires that are just holding the masculine at this state. So it might be what was keeping masculine having those memories of you, those loving memories of you, but they're also stuck and they're feeling that their hands are tied and they're not allowing themselves to enjoy you. And maybe it's because they know they have this devil on their back. And this is something that they're having it's almost like it's just too, this is a shadow aspect of them that they have to look at. This is something they're having to go deep in. Because this is sitting here at a sacral level. It's like two sides to the coin. I'm not able to get a lot of clarity, but there's, what I'm saying here is definitely a lot of addictions. And this might not even necessarily just be addiction, but what I'm getting is it's got a hold on them. And this could be in the way of, because I'm seeing just a lot of, what I'm getting is a lot of sexual energy here. So this could be sexual issues. It's something I'm getting that masculine has not totally expressed to you. Maybe doesn't understand completely themselves. I'm seeing illumination here. But this is something masculine is having to control. I'm sorry I'm getting carried away by this card, but it's really pulling me in because I'm really trying to figure out exactly what it's saying. But this is I'm getting really heavily for most of you that this is some sexual things that masculine is holding on to and not telling you. This could be addictions. This could be things they feel about themselves even, that they're feeling controlled by. This is stuff that they're going to have to get to the root of before they can even begin to express it to you. See if there's anything else, any clarity for the devil card. Yeah, masculine is not ready to express this to you and talk about this. But this is something that, yeah, definitely needs to. And I think that it's going to. I think it's gonna. I think masculine is going to. This is something masculine knows that they need to express to you. And I think that what I'm believing is you're gonna get clarity about this as well. You know, you're going to have a conversation, clarity, some kind of way. You're gonna be get a little. I don't know if it's a little birdie. But I'm seeing that messenger, the bird messenger, that's going to put it in you, that's going to communicate this to you, or the masculine. But it really, I'm getting that this needs to come from them directly. This needs to come from masculine's mouth to you. And I'm getting and I'm feeling that it will. It will eventually. So just allow that. I'm sorry, this really pulled me in. Let's get clarity for the foundations and achievements, please, card. So we get some more masculine. Okay, so are we sure? Are we sure? This is something the masculine wants, obviously. This is something masculine wants. This, like I stated, this is in masculine's heart. This is the outcome. This is it. This is the goal. But masculine's going to have to push through. We have the 7 of Wands here. Masculine's going to have to push through and really hold on to it. And really just also believe in it as well. Believe in the possibility of it. Masculine is how should I say? I don't want to say masculine is going to have to fight for it, but masculine is going to have to push for this. It's not an easy, you know, you think because you want this, they want this. And those of you, I'm thinking those of you that know and are awakened to it and accepting the truth that this is something you want. But assuming that you both have, say that you both have, doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy. There's still moving parts, just as two people coming together to make this outcome, to bring this outcome, to manifest it together. So it's still two people. And two people that's coming from different backgrounds, different beliefs, that they have to kind of let fall to the wayside in order to build anew with themselves. These people are facing a new life together. And everything is behind them, standing behind them. So, you know, it's something you have to push for. It's not granted that it's just going to fall in your lap. This is something you're really going to have to persevere through. And that's what I'm getting. I'm asking just for 1 or 2 cards at a time to clarify. 7 of Wands. Show us about this Destiny card. And okay, yes. Masculine is going to have to fight for their part. For if this is what you want and you know this is your destiny, that is your truth. And you have to stand up for it. You have to push through. Yes, masculine is going to have to really, this is in masculine's heart, and this falls right here. This heart is here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. This heart is right here. So, how can I, masculine is going to have to go within their heart and fight for it. This is a matter of the heart. This is their destiny. You are their heart. So they're going to have to really push through and really just fight for it, you know? You know, there's something else that's wanting to be said about that, but they're really having to just be strong and go for it. Stand in their truth. Where their heart is. They're having to follow that. You know, and fight for it. Ready for destiny. Okay. Gather their strength. Inner strength. Because that connection is not going anywhere. It's an infinite connection. They're having to go and find their inner. This is what that intuition is about. Is finding your inner strength. Knowing who you are. Masculine has to know that this is their heart. This is what's truly in their heart. This is not just an ordinary fling or just an emotion that'll go away with, you know, some time apart or whatnot. So they're really having to go within it and stick to it. This brings the justice, the balance and order and strength and the flow, equal give and take, the equal parts in building this foundation. You know, my 2 with your 2 to become 4. Clarity for the intuition card, please. This is where masculine is going to have understanding and clarity, knowing how things work and help. And I'm getting, this is going to help lighten the load off of his, the mental load that, and this feeling here, this feeling just bound. And it's mental bound, you know, he's mentally bound. This is how you do it, by going within, understanding, and put that crown back on. This allows masculine to step into their position. Okay, clarity for the Triumph card. What is masculine going to overcome? Sorry, this is getting longer than I want. What is masculine going to overcome? Look. Okay, masculine's going to overcome and understand with this Hermit card, and allow those emotions to kind of just flow and surface again. And masculine's going to be more have the zest for this. I don't want to just say relationship, but for this journey, for this life again. by it's got to face themselves and follow their light, follow their bliss, follow their star, isolate themselves. So again, you fire signs might not be hearing this week. I'm not here to tell you this week that you're going to be hearing from them loads, or that, because masculine is on a soul, is on a soul search, what they call soul searching, and really trying to figure themselves out and face. They're having to go in and face. They're having to go in and face themselves and their fears. You know, all the ugly spots. You know, and let those fears go. Allow that emotional beginning. Allow the love, or look, you know, to be able to see the love even, and see the signs of love that's there for them. Okay, so let's see what the likely outcome this week is for masculine. Page of Ace of Wands. Again, put that crown on, King. Let's see, I'm going to try to get it where it's not so distracting to you. Done with that business over there as well. The masculine, after they sort it out. Okay. Ace of Wands, King of Swords. Look here. Okay, back on focus. Seeing the wish. Fulfilling themselves emotionally, knowing what that is. Because right now it's kind of like they don't know they're up from down right now. Okay. Let's see, get one more card for their heart space. What's going to be in their heart space? The Judgment will come. All right, Judgment will come. Okay, that's kind of like the light being shone. Okay. So yes, masculine is gonna have that how should we say it? It was right there. This is the harder read. Masculine is gonna have the clarity. You know, and I get this, I see this wish in the background. He's gonna have the clarity and understanding. Gonna be awarded this from spirit as well, the clarity, the vision for this. But it's something, again, masculine cannot rush. But masculine's gonna have to face this, is what I'm getting. There is no shortcut. Okay, becoming the King of Swords. You know, standing in your truth over your, over your kingdom. You know, your queen rewarded to you. Taking control of your kingdom. Growth. You know, standing in your truth. Ignoring all others. You know. Focused. Leading. Focused on focused and going towards your wish fulfilled. Your emotional fulfillment. The happy home. The happy life. The happy mate. Everything. And the Judgment comes. And when I see the Judgment, I think of it being like freedom, you know. The relief is what masculine is going to get. That devil being released from it, you know. Having the say so. Masculine's going to get to choose. And with clarity, with clarity, basically. Release. Masculine is free to choose their peace, their joy. So that's coming for them. And we're back, fire signs. Like I said, had a little flyaway here. But look, disruption. Okay. If I can get this. disruption here. Okay. What's in the divine feminines? Okay. Patience. Because you dealing with the devil yourself. And you're feeling, this is quite a big spread. Deception, like being, not getting what you deserve. Okay. I'm getting this more so. Okay. So we're gonna. Okay, that's crazy. Okay. That was a little time for me in spirit, I guess, because it did not pick up the sound. So, let's tell you what spirit was saying here. What's wanting to be translated to you. Okay. This is a time that, you know, I believe spirit is going to have to help you with. Because you're in a dark space right now. And you're feeling just out of yourself, out of touch. And I'm seeing some of you are just feeling really focused, really stubborn even. Protecting your heart. Like you're trying to protect yourself all the way around. And you're just not moving. Not budging. And spirit is there to help you with this. To put yourself back in perspective. You're out of perspective. You're out of focus right now. And I'm believing it's because you this alliance, this partnership that you want. I'm noticing this person has a tattoo. Maybe I'm getting some of you, I think some of your masculines have tattoos. Maybe particularly one on the arm even. I don't know, that's standing out a lot to me. But this is someone that you've been reaching out to and you're wanting them to reach back out to you. But it's taking patience, and you're going to have that patience because it's growth here. The seed is growing, but you cannot micromanage its growth and determine how far it should be by now. You know, so it's requiring that from you. These two things. Yeah. It's requiring that of you right now. Maybe they're not reaching back the way you want them to, or holding on the way you want them to, or you're holding on too tight and you're not allowing it room to grow. You're feeling like you're being lied to. You're not receiving what you should be receiving. You know, maybe, like I stated, it's possible it is a third party involved. And I do get that, you know, and I want to express that third party does not necessarily mean a love interest. There could be something that is requiring their attention. It could be a child. It could be family member, mother. It could be another a romantic aspect, you know, a partner at the point. But they will not love anyone more than they love you. It's impossible. You are a twin flame. You will not love anyone more than you love them. It is the science of the twin flame connection. So you have to remember that. And if those of you that are new, I do plan to have some more information eventually. But digressing, you know, you're kind of just looking over your shoulder at them. And you're not even being the divine feminine when you're in this energy, really, when you're just kind of not recognizing the divinity in you. Because you're looking at someone else and maybe feel like they're getting more than you. You know, I've been guilty of this a lot of times, and it's a daily work, you guys. It takes patience to deal with that and to allow things to happen, you know, behind the unseen and unknown. Because you're dealing with this devil here, and it's taking, you know, you're being called for patience in multiple ways right now. Your temptation, your devil. What has control of you? What's keeping you from grabbing that key? And when I see that key, I do think of it as your connection to divine, your connection to the masculine even, because I see a heart there. So what's keeping you? What's trying to distract you from it? What's trying to pull you away from it? Because I see these like claws, like just pulling you. What is it? So it takes patience to go in and figure that out and to allow it to come to the surface. It's what's blocking you and keeping you from your material harvest this week. You know, so let's get just a little bit more clarity for this temptation card. Spirit, please give us clarity for temptation. It needs to come to an end. That's what Spirit is saying. You got to kill that to allow this end, your emotional contentment. It's not the total dream, but it's enough to carry you. It's enough to feel you for the time being. It's beauty. Take comfort in this and take shelter and take time to enjoy where it is, where you're at, how far you've come. But this has to die. This temptation. Let's take a minute to look at this. Can you see that? It almost looks like this is back there. You know, you have to put an end to that and put it behind you and move on. Allow yourself to cry it out, heal, but keep that, your flame is always there. Keep it there. And look at the 2 here. Hold on to that. You know, allow it to blossom, to bud and blossom. You're going to have to kill, you're going to have to put that to rest, kill it, basically. And that is your work, to kill it so you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, how far you've come so far. So you can feel fulfilled where you're at. You haven't had the full course yet, but just take comfort in where you're at right now. Enjoy this. Okay? See what this deception and envy is here for. Get a little clarity, because I just want to know. Okay, here it is. You have the 10 of Wands. You're feeling so just overwhelmed and carrying too much. Maybe even looking and focusing too far ahead on too much. Too many irons in the fire. And look, being the Queen of Swords, maybe just you know, having your say, you know, ready to cut their ear off, ready to just give them a mouthful. Yeah. You're ready to just go in because you're feeling like, you know, hey, I'm just going to get to the root and nip it in the bud, you know. But, you know, you can be truthful, but don't do it with the intent to hurt. You know, you can tell the truth, but balance it. Balance it. Don't speak with the intention to hurt in this scenario. You got to decide what do you want your words to what is the outcome that you want? When you speak these things, what is it that you truly want? And be honest about it. Stand in your truth as the Queen of Swords does. Because this is what you really want. This is why you're feeling, you know, envious or feeling like you're being lied to, because you're not seeing yourself as having the 10 of Cups. You're not seeing yourself with the happy ending that you feel, you know, you might have been told that you were going to have, or, you know, you've been told, or you've been visualizing it, or even masculine could have told you this and you don't see yourself as having it yet. So you're feeling you're in that energy, you're ready to go in. But remember, if this is the outcome you want, you've got to do everything with love and intention, and know when you speak your truth, why are you speaking it? How are you speaking it? Are you going in to start a fight, or are you going in to get clarity and understanding because you want to be heard? Okay? And that's how you manifest it into your reality. Okay? Get the outcome for the week for you. Possible outcome of the week. Sagittarius, y'all. Thank you. Okay, this came out the right way up. Sorry. Let's move this out the way so you can get a clear view. Coming for these fire signs. Possible outcome this week. Okay, back on track. Faith. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, you know, just balancing things out, equal give and share, maybe even just feeling more generous and even compassionate, like extending yourself towards your masculine. And what I'm getting here, maybe even through exchange of gifts where you guys are kind of feeling like, oh, he don't deserve it, blah, blah, blah. They did this, they're not giving me mine. You know, it might even be that, just equal give and take, and at least giving your part and having faith. Seeing the possibilities in that wish being fulfilled and focusing on that star even. And here we have the Six of Cups. So look, enjoying, just going back in, enjoying it as children do. Not keeping score, just enjoying the moments. Enjoying and sharing with your divine masculine. Allowing it to grow and allowing it to balance out, not keeping score. Making the choices even. You have those choices. There's a lot of emotion here. You have choices. You know, you get to choose. Queen of Pentacles. And yeah, so this weekend you're definitely going to be about your business and taking care of what I'm getting here. This is like you might be even pampering yourself this week. Spending some dough on yourself is what I'm thinking, and doing things to make you feel good is what I'm getting when I see this Queen of Pentacles. This is about you taking care of you this week. Enjoying yourself, splurging a little for yourself. Okay? Making choices here. Where do I devote my energy and my emotions here? I'm balancing them. So I hope this has helped you guys and brought clarity. I appreciate all of your views, all of your shares, all of the love. It really is inspirational to me. Times if I don't want to do it or feel like giving up, you guys have really helped. Like, I appreciate it so much. Those of you that are new, I appreciate you being here. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, come back, and it's only going to get better.